have a few new CDs from charity shops, so I thought I would show you what I've been buying and listening to lately. Gene Clark, No Other, a classic album from 1974. This was just £1. Very pleased to find that. It's also got quite a few bonus tracks. So yeah, 15 tracks rather than the usual 8. Stevie Wonder, Music of My Mind. Can't really go wrong with early Stevie Wonder. Again, that was £1. Mike Oldfield, Music of the Spheres. This is a kind of classical music album. Haven't really heard that much by Mike Oldfield, but it's quite nice, very soundtracky and symphonic. The only thing I'm not mad on is vocals on a couple of tracks. Take it into kind of operatic territory, whereas the instrumental stuff is very strong. And if you're familiar with Tubular Bells, you can hear that kind of Tubular Bells motif running through some of these songs as well. Pet Shop Boys, discography, £1. I've never heard a Pet Shop Boys album. I've never really followed them, to be honest, but obviously they released a lot of strong singles. I thought maybe now's the time to give them a go. So there's, I think, all their singles in order up to Was It Worth It. And what I like about this is it is chronological rather than just, you know, random selection. So it includes their cover of Always on My Mind as sung by Elvis, and their cover of Where the Streets Have No Name, but also classics like West End Girls and Opportunities. So should be fun. Another singles collection, Saint Etienne, Smash the System, Singles and More. £1, even though it was a double CD, so a promotional copy, not for resale, it says here. A lot of material on that. Super Furry Animals and Gorilla, again £1. You do see their stuff around quite a lot, I find, in charity shops, but generally it's worth picking up. They're always eclectic and interesting in what they do. This was a curious one. Tim and the Sam Band with Tim and Sam. Kind of, how to explain, I don't know, ambient pop, probably doesn't really cover it, but it says here 100% biodegradable and recyclable with 85% lower carbon footprint than traditional CD packaging. It's just from 2009, hasn't biodegraded yet. Carly Simon, Greatest Hits Live, £1. Not great, it has to be said. I really like her voice, and you know, some of the songs like Nobody Does It Better, You're So Vain are great songs, but it's fairly bland in delivery. There's an interesting version of Coming Around Again, which turns into Itsy Bitsy Spider with a choir of kids singing along. That's rather charming, but overall, yeah, not brilliant. Black Session by Yann Tiersen. So Yann Tiersen is the guy who did the soundtrack to Amelie and Goodbye Lenin. I really like his sound generally. This has got guest vocalists, so you've got Neil Hannon of the Divine Comedy, and Francois Brut, who's a French singer-songwriter who's well worth listening to. So yeah, more interesting stuff from Yann Tiersen. And this is a curious one, still shrink wrapped, only just got this yesterday, and it hasn't been opened at all. Little Steven's Underground Garage presents The Coolest Songs in the World, Volume 6. So here you've got stuff like The Stooges and The Pretty Things. Yeah, I believe it's from a radio show that Little Steven does in the USA. I haven't heard the previous 5 volumes, but it just looks like some interesting stuff there, and I always like a good compilation. And then finally, one vinyl album which I just found today. I got this for a glorious cover. So Peter Frampton, I'm in You. This was just £1. Almost worth getting just for the trousers and the hairy chest. Not a massive fan of Peter Frampton. I've heard Frampton Comes Alive like most people, and this is what he released the year after, so that was 76, and this is 77. Some sleeve notes there from Cameron Crowe of Rolling Stone. The record itself is in pretty good condition. The original inner sleeve has this nice photo collage on one side, and these sleeve notes. And the record itself is in excellent condition, doesn't look like it's even been played, so really pleased with that. So there we go with my latest charity shop finds.